will answer, and when he calls for me, I will hear, and when the Savior calls, I will answer. I'll be somewhere listening for my name, and I'll be somewhere listening, and I'll be somewhere listening, and I'll be somewhere listening for my name. I'll be somewhere listening, and I'll be somewhere listening, and I'll be somewhere listening for my name. And I'll be somewhere listening, and I'll be somewhere listening, and I'll be somewhere listening for my name. I'll be somewhere listening, and I'll be somewhere listening, and I'll be somewhere listening for my name.
Thank you, brother. What a great blessing I've had today with Vinay to be here with y'all. I'm from Nashville, Tennessee. I'm with the Echo Hills congregation. You've probably never heard of it. It's a very small church. I want to read to you a little passage from the book of Romans. I'm not a preacher, by the way. I'm a school teacher. So, and I'm not even a school teacher. I teach band. So if I start conducting y'all in a song tonight, just join right in there. But there's a scripture in Romans chapter 1, and I think all of us need to be aware of this. When I went to India a couple of years ago to visit with Vinay and his friends, his Christian friends there, I read this to them, and it tells about the voice that we have in the way we live our Christianity. And I'm talking tonight, I'm reading this tonight to you as a congregation. Vinay doesn't talk a lot unless I ask him a question. I have to ask him a lot of questions, so he thinks in a different language than I do. And so I have to ask him a lot of things, and finally I get the truth. I get some information from him. But you know, about this congregation here, I don't have to ask Vinay very much. He's excited to talk about Eastside. It means a lot to him, and you mean a lot to him. And I want to read just a few verses from Romans chapter 1, verse 8. First, I thank my God through Jesus Christ for all of you, because your faith is proclaimed in all the world. For God is my witness, whom I serve with my spirit in the gospel of his Son, that without ceasing I mention you always in my prayers, asking that somehow by God's will I may now at last succeed in coming to you. Well, I've come to you, and Vinay has come to you, and we're so grateful for all that you have done for the Lord. For I long to see you, that I may impart to you some spiritual gift to strengthen you. That is, that we may mutually be encouraged by each other's faith, both yours and mine. The Christian family is a true family. Vinay is going to talk to you tonight about some folks that live in a country totally different from America. I didn't realize how different it was until I went and visited him. They live in a society that is divided into castes. The caste system. He may talk to you a little bit about that tonight. When you're born into this system, that's it. You don't move out. You come into the system. If you're in the low caste, you're always in the low caste. Your children will be in the low caste. Your family will always be in the caste that you're born into. They have no way to get out of it. And one of the messages that thrills these people's souls is that Christians are not in castes. God makes us all one through Christ. We're all the same. And they are so happy to know that they have family and they have the same caste, if you want to say that, in America. They're a part of our family. They're a part of the family of God. When they're baptized into Christ, they become a part of His family. No matter where they live, no matter what kind of money they make or don't make, what kind of life they live, they are God's. We are God's. And they look to you for strength. They know that we are praying for them, and it means so much to them. I hate to brag about Brother Vinay over here. He's a good friend of mine. I met him, the Lord brought us together, really. It was almost by accident. One of my good friends that I taught with at Christian school there in Nashville called me one day and said, would you go pick up a brother of mine? I know him, he's a good friend of mine. This man was a missionary, had been for years. And I said, well, sure, what's his name? He told me his name. I drove 150, 200 miles over and picked him up at a Christian lectureship. We talked and we had a good time coming back. And finally, during that week, we met this fellow that had introduced us. And he said, who is this? I said, this is the man you told me you knew so well. He said, oh, I didn't know. I thought it was somebody else. So he brought us together. And I thank God for our association. As a result of that, and as a result of him having support from America, he's come from a Hindu family. He might tell you about that tonight. He was born into a Hindu family. They worship trees. They worship rocks. They worship water. They worship big idols. They worship all kinds of other things besides the real, true God. And he came out of that. He came out of that and baptized his mother and baptized his father. What a great man he is and has become. I went to his hometown a couple of visits ago. You wouldn't believe it. That's about the size of this auditorium. His home village. I couldn't believe that anybody could ever get out of there. It was just such a isolated place, and there's not very good ways to get around in India. I say they wasted a whole lot of paint in India because they don't follow any lines in the highway whatsoever. They just should have just left the paint off the highways because they just travel all over the road. Vinay is going to tell you a little bit about his work there, but I want to tell you in a little different way that the first day I was there, I told him before I went, I said, I'm not a preacher. I'm just going to go and observe you work. First day I was there, I preached 7 sermons. Now, I'm not sure what he said was what I said, because sometimes I make a real short statement, good morning, and he would talk for 15 minutes. So I don't know what lesson he was teaching, but I didn't know the language. But I tell you, to see the eyes of those Christians there, and they're under persecution in India. It is the 15th country in the world in Christian persecution. And it's rising, because they have a prime minister in India now who is a Buddhist and who has claimed he wants to eradicate all other religions from India except, I said Buddhism, I meant Hinduism, not Buddhism. And Buddhism is one that he's trying to get rid of, I suppose. But he started in a very small place. He was a school teacher. He was a principal of a school. His wife is very educated. And from a very small beginning, in his heart, he wanted to teach his people about the saving grace of Jesus Christ He wanted to teach them the truth. He wanted to see his friends in India baptized into Christ so he'd see them again in heaven one day. And from that small place, and it took me 3 or 4 years to be able to pronounce the name of the town where he's a preacher, Naidapet. It probably won't take you that long, but it took me a long time. He started the church there, and now there's like 80 or 90 people in that congregation just pushing the doors off the building. They don't have a wall like you have with a beautiful wall here. They have open walls. So when it rains, they just keep on going in the rain. And so he starts there, and for somehow he has begun to teach his people, and now he'll show you some of the area where he's teaching, a large area of India. The last preachers meeting they had over 900 preachers that came to a meeting. Vinay was the leader, really, of that group. They meet together, and the preachers have tremendous respect for him because he has given himself totally to preaching the gospel and to seeing to it that their people would get the gospel. I want to say one more thing, and I'm going to sit down. I told him I wasn't going to talk for just a minute. But one of the ways that they have had such a tremendous impact in India is in helping other people. There's a lot of disastrous things that happen in India. One thing is just the heat. In the summer it gets so hot, and there's not enough water, and there's not enough ways to take care of the people, and they just die because the water is not there. He's had a part in having water brought in to that, into many of the communities, many of the little neighborhoods there in India. Yes. And the people see that. They say, "Why did you do that? Why did you do this?" And it's because of Christ's love for you. We don't want you to die. We don't want you to be in a miserable situation. He's taken the gospel to the north of India, where it is very difficult to preach because of Hinduism. He carried a Bible, and they beat him up. They said, "We don't want to see a Bible." He baptized just a couple of weeks ago the first convert in, I don't know the name of the town, I can't say it, Dedradon or something like that, in the north of India, up where the Hindu is the main place of Hinduism. And he'll tell you about that, I'm sure. But he is doing a terrific job, and I hope that you can support him. I want to say one more. I said I was going to say one thing, but my band students always say, he don't mean one more thing. The people in India love the Lord. There are many people who are Christians there. I say many. It seems like many to me, but when you look at the total population of the country, it's almost 1.5 billion people, the second largest country population-wise in the world. And the Prime Minister says, "I'm going to get rid of those people." And I can tell you, they're not going to get rid of those people unless they kill them, because they are dedicated to Jesus Christ. They have a heart for Christ. It is such a wonderful thing. I've tried to talk some of the fellows I've met here, Brother Hardiman, some others. Go with me to India and see something you've never seen before. Many times in our country, we get used to cry. We get used to Christianity. It becomes a thing we think about. In India, it's a life. It's the way they live. Christ is in their heart. And it's a wonderful thing to be a part of the Indian ministry. Echo Hills is a very small congregation. We're trying to help as much as we can. We're not anything like, well, we could all sit on about the first 2 or 3 pews over here. There's about 50 or 60 of us. So we can't help a lot. But the little bit of help that we've been able to give to Vinay has just blossomed. We don't want him to stop. We don't want his ministry to stop because we can't provide him anymore. I'm going to go back and try to get some more from our folks. But we hope that people like you, that Christians that love the Lord and that whose message of your work has gone out to all this area and even all the way to India because of what he's doing, that you'll want to increase your contributions to him. And I hope that you'll see what he's doing is worth it. So, without any further ado, Vinay Kumar.
While Brother Kumar's coming up, Brother Sin says he's not a preacher, but he's certainly a man after my own heart, a man of a few words. Be standing. Don't you apologize at all. I want y'all to see this lovely tablecloth. This was not purchased at a fancy department store. It is a gift from the congregation.
Some of our church members made.
It was handmade and delivered to you. Handmade. If my heart is right when he calls me, and if my heart is right, I will hear. And if my heart is right when he calls me, I'm gonna be somewhere listening for my name. Yes, and I'll be somewhere listening, and I'll be somewhere listening, and I'll be somewhere listening for my name. I'll be somewhere listening, and I'll be somewhere listening, and I'll be somewhere listening for my name. If of the children still in, you will be going to your class. Brother Kumar. Thanks.
Good evening. How are you all? This is morning in India. Monday morning. I was talking with our people. I told them I'm preparing for worship service. Oh, you are going worship service on Monday? They asked me. It is Monday morning there. I told them this is Sunday evening for us, so then go ahead. I brought greetings from the other side of the globe. It is almost opposite side. From India, Indian Churches of Christ, and from my home, from my preachers, from team leaders who leads preachers as a team. I'm so happy to be here. I'm so glad God has blessed me to see you all again. Amen. And I must thank you for all your encouragement and all your support to do the ministry in India. Still, there is a lot to do. I thank Brother Davidson for doing this all possible for me and taking me all over places, many places, and also encouraging me to do more ministry and gave good introduction. That's a great encouragement for me also. And he has been in India for 3 times. I really love him very much because it is very hard to travel there, to go from one place to another place. But he has great love, so he was able to stay with us. Even our hotels are not so good in all places. So it is very hard, terrible. Travel is very terrible. Traffic is very terrible in India. So such a conditions we are facing in India, but we are still Christians. Of course, our country may be different. Our people may be different. Our languages may be different. Population is also different, but the message is not the different. Let me say to you, we are the people of the book. I remember that word every day. We speak different kinds of languages. It is one of the biggest problem in India is language. If I travel to another state, we've been traveling from Nashville to Texas, we travel through Arkansas, but no language difference. Everywhere you speak English. But if I travel in India, you see many parts, it is colored very well. It shows that your language is different if you enter into another state. But the major languages that I'm able to speak, those major languages, Telugu is my native own language, and Bengali is another language. I don't know that. Hindi and Tamil, I'm able to speak, and I'm able to work there also in those states. My native language is Telugu. As brother told you, we are the second largest country in population wise. We hope that very soon we will be in first position in population, not in Christianity. It is just 2.32%, including all denominations. See how much work is there still? So there is a lot to do. I have heart to do that in many places. So this is the place I am living, Hyderabad. My hometown is Naidupet, in 2 states. Because I have lots of work in 2 states, so I need to travel here and there, and we will be staying in 2 places. My home congregation is in Naidupet. My congregation is about 80 people are there, and the other congregation in the same town I have started many congregations. The other congregation is it is very close to my home, and we have worship service every evening of Sunday. It is about 30 to 35. And I have started congregations in Hyderabad in 3 years. I've been staying there for 3 years and started many congregations around there in the town, in the city, and also other places. This is my family, my wife and my child. My wife is well educated. She studied very well. I can say she studied more than I studied. So she is very good and will be very busy every day cooking food, serving people. Because every day I used to get many guests, so she will be very busy all the day, and also she will be speaking in ladies' Bible classes. So I'm going to explain these things in the report. And again, I would like to thank you for all your prayers and support and encouraging me to do more work in India. This is the ministry I have divided into two parts as I started doing ministry in North India also. So South India is a place where all the people able to understand the languages each other. But in North India, only if I know Hindi, that is only the major language in North India if I want to go there and speak with the people. The first time the Church of Christ, the gospel through the Church of Christ entered into South India. So we are able to grow more in South India than the places in North India. Still, there are places in North India that doesn't know about Christ. In South India, this is the state of our hometown, my hometown. It was divided as a new state now. Has 13 districts, but I'm working in 12 district areas. For every district, I have a team leader who is very well known about those local places to take care of the ministry and encourage their preachers, in local preachers. This is another state, Hyderabad. It is also a new state, and I'm working in 5 district areas in this state. And also Bangalore, you might have heard that, Raichur and Chennai. Chennai also very, very well-known place. And these places also I'm working, but in these places, if I go to Bangalore, I had to speak Kannada. Kannada and my language is very like similar language. So if I speak Telugu or some mixing with Kannada, they can understand. So it is easy to communicate or teach them. And Raichur is also in Kannada, they speak Kannada. And Chennai, they speak Tamil. I can speak Tamil, so I can preach them no problem. They can also speak with me. And even I speak in Telugu, they can understand. So I have translated a course into both languages. This is one of the major work in the ministry I am doing. As the book of Romans says, Brother Davidson has read that portion, the faith should be demonstrated, should be shown. How can we show our faith? Through works or deeds. So we have faith. So faith should have some kind of deeds, that is good deeds. The book of Ephesians chapter 2:10 says, we are the people created by God to do good works. Amen. To do good works, not bad works. There are bad works in the world. There are bad works in the world. But we are not the people to do those things. We are the people to do good works. So, good works, whenever we do a work, that can be seen to the people, those who are around, near. But the people, those who are not near, they can hear the good work. So these are the good works that I am doing in our country, but you are not able to see that, but you can hear. As Paul wrote the same thing that in the book of Colossians, I heard about your good works, but I'm going to share with you those good works that I have done in India. This is one of the major work, which is very, very wonderful thing to expand the gospel work. Preachers' workshop are to train and equip people for gospel work. I have 22 preachers' workshops in Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Chennai, Bangalore, and now in this year I am planning to start North India, 5 places, 5 workshops. So preachers' workshops are very encouraging events. All those preachers come together. We met as a team in one area, another area as a team, and there is a team leader. He is nothing but a preacher, just to organize them, just to lead them, as you have a caretaker. So like that, they have a group of preachers gathered together every month, 22 preachers workshops. So I have 22 days to speak in preachers' workshops. I may not speak very well in English, but I can speak Telugu hours and hours and a full day also. I don't have any problem in my language to speak, but you don't like that. If I speak in Telugu, Vandanamalu means greetings. Vandanamalu. We say like this. Vandanamalu means we say like this, adding our two hands. This is great respect. So I have 22 places to speak every month, but I have my own schedule. I will go some places this month and next month and some other places I speak. Other team leaders will take care of those meetings and they speak the subject, regular subject. These are the team preachers workshops. This is the annual preachers workshop. From all 22 places, there were 950 above preachers were attended, one of the biggest meeting by Churches of Christ. Thank you. I never expect that I was able to do this much of great, biggest workshop in India. It was a big meeting in our state, but lately I came to know that many of them, they called me and told me that nobody never had such a big meeting by Churches of Christ. And I came to know other meetings that they have some other denominational meetings. There were about 1,300, more than 1,300 preachers who were attended, but I was very much happy about that. There are many preachers who are encouraged like anything. There are many preachers, they did not get any support, but they were encouraged. I am trying to encourage as much as possible to teach them, to encourage them, to give some counseling to them. Because we are the people from lower caste. From lower caste, other caste people who are upper caste or top caste people, they doesn't like hear the gospel. They don't allow us to enter into their house to teach gospel. We feel that we are blessed. God gave us good opportunity for us to believe Him and obey and get salvation. So this was one of the greatest meeting. After the meeting, I came to know some of the government also had some intelligence report to them because of this meeting. They called me and they asked me what is going on there. Because it happened in the capital city of our state. Capital city of our state. New state. So they wondered like anything, but they became favor now because of God's grace. I was able to meet them. Even minister, I was able to meet them. They came to know, Church of Christ work is like that. They are doing. We did not make any noise, we did not make any problem, we did not make any the drums are making noises. It was very decent meeting. So those are our team leaders. A team leader means just to encourage and gather a group of preachers in that area and have a meeting with them every month, like teaching and counseling, whatever they have. If they have any problems, let us sit together and pray for each other, encourage each other. These are all the preachers and preachers meetings. This is a district level meeting. So these all meetings been going on every month. And I used to go and preach it almost every day. And this is another team of preachers. This is another team of preachers, district level preachers meeting. When Brother Davidson has come there and he is there preaching in our preachers, district level preachers meeting in Machilipatnam along with another brother, Miles Kotham from Nashville. This is a Nellore district preachers workshop. This is how, that is Nellore Jilla Swartukula Kudika. That is in Telugu. You can see Telugu language in that banner. We had this just before I come here in September 18th of this month. There were about 350 preachers attended in the Nellore district preachers meeting. Another good reason is to get lots of preachers. I have a TV program. This is another preachers meeting along with congregation. We have team leaders, as I told you, team leaders, 22 team leaders used to get together to discuss the meetings and also discuss the ministry 2 times every year. This is one of the meeting that I had with all those team leaders. Team leaders make easy to do more work. I do lots of disaster relief work. That is very easy for me because I have many people that can work for God. They are very faithful. They are very nice people, doing hard work for the Lord to extend the ministry. And the other thing is very, very wonderful, successful thing is the TV ministry. I've been on TV almost 3 years. I'm speaking on TV. My TV show is telecasting in 2 channels, TV channels. This is one of the TV channel. It's called Shanti TV in Nellore, in Andhra Pradesh state. That is me. This is also another program, and this is not me. This is Brother Davidson. When he came there, I took him. He used to say, I'm not preacher, but I made him as a preacher in India. Whenever he comes, he becomes preacher there. But he preaches like anything. He preaches books, letters, and many Bible classes he preaches, and he preaches daily to me also. So more than a preacher, he is doing great job. And even in India, he is doing great job to encourage our people. So he was on my TV show. I was taping, the studio was taping while he is speaking on TV. And this is another TV channel, Maha News TV channel. This is a TV channel like you have TV channels, CNN or Fox, like TV channels. In TV news channels, they don't allow religious messages. But they gave me opportunity after an interview. They have a big interview. They came to me and asked me, and I gave some of my videos. They have watched it, and they find nothing wrong in that, so they put on TVs. I got an agreement with them for 1 year. 1 year gone, and for next year they have renewal. It is continuing now. No objection in my TV show. There are many people, they came to they start to their TV shows, but they just rejected. Because they have lots of stuff in the TV, because this is a news channel run by some of our big people. So many people used to watch this one. This channel, those people says to me, many Hindu people are watching show. I don't have opportunity to go to them into their homes, but my TV show goes into their homes. Millions of people are able to watch all over India, all over the world. If you go online, you can watch it. My TV show in other channels started every day, 8:30 in the morning. After 3-4 months, what happened? The TV show, the TV studio, they got good responses. They started calling, who is this man? Who is this man on TV? A new man. They got good response, and they saw the viewers, the number of viewers, and asked me, sir, we would like to telecast your TV show another 30 minutes. Okay, go ahead. I'm not paying for that. I'm paying for 8:30 to 9 o'clock, 30 minutes only. They are telecasting my TV show another 30 minutes in night time. 7 o'clock in the night time, every day. I'm not paying without any cost. See how God is working. I'm really thankful to God for making that. Without paying to the studio, they are telecasting 30 minutes. So it makes me, every day I will be on TV, morning and evening, morning and evening. What happened? The work is expanding. The work is extending into new places. Many people come to know and watch my TV show, and whenever I go anywhere, sir, you are on TV? They are able to recognize me anywhere, wherever I go. If I go to shopping, they see someone will say, you are speaking on TV? So then I get contact with them. I am able to teach them. That is the main reason. Because some people, as Brother Sen told, top caste, upper caste, they won't allow us to enter into their homes to teach gospel. But they won't stop TV. If they turn to TV channel, they will listen. If they have some heart, they will close their door and they will start and listen. There are many people I heard about that. So the TV is one of the most effective thing that I am able to do to take the gospel work into their homes. They don't have to come to here. Into their homes, the message is going. The result of TV and preachers' workshops, I have converted 16 denominational pastors into Church of Christ. Wonderful thing. Because of TV channel, TV ministry, and also workshops, many people come to know. So they are able to come and listen, and they watch TV, and come to the Bible class, and they ask for many doubts. And again, they will come to the class. Finally, I was able to baptize the people. Some of them are they have experience more than my age. Big people, experienced pastors in some other denominations. I was able to baptize them. This is one of the congregation that was as a prayer house, one of the denomination. It turned as a Church of Christ in Kavali. Now they are doing good. I baptized the preacher first, the pastor, they call the pastor. Now he is a preacher in the church, and after that I baptized their family, and now he is taking care of their church members. But what happened? 10 members were gone. When these people came to know truth, 10 people they don't like to accept truth, so they have gone. I hope that they will come again. Because we preach the truth. We're not preaching any other thing. We preach the truth. In Nellore district, Nellore area, these are the people I baptized, they are denominational pastors. I baptized these preachers and his family. I baptized them into Christ. They are doing good work now and gathering as Church of Christ and doing the New Testament worship service. Another thing is correspondence course. We are lack of literature, materials. You have lots of material, but we don't have lots of books, lots of tracts. If we want to have some of tracts, books, we get English books, English tracts. Anything will be in English. So I have a brother in Nashville, Echo Hill Church, Randolph, brother. He made some books in English. I translated them into Telugu. I started a correspondence course. Now this is a big tool I am using to reach people. I'm able to see when preachers came together in the preachers' workshops, I used to give them, take these books and give them people as a hand tool. I have translated them into Telugu, Hindi, and Tamil, and the other one is Kannada. These are the books of whoever comes to the Bible classes, preachers' classes, we hand out them. They will take and distribute in their villages or congregations so that they will get contact with them to preach them the truth. After finishing these 3 books, we award them a certificate along with a Bible for the further study. These are the people, those who completed, we gave them Bible and a certificate to encourage them to do more study in the Bible. And the other thing is Bible school, Bible training school. Bible training school, the need of the Bible training school is, many people came to know me, and they are watching my TV show, attending my preacher's class, preacher's workshops, and taking this Bible correspondence course. Many people used to call and used to tell me, we have some interested people, they want to Bible training. They want to know more about the Bible. So we would like to send them to train up. I got many people and I gathered them. I started a Bible training school just for 1 month. After that, I was not able to do that. So I just keep it. I want to do that because there are many people interested to get training in the Bible, and there is a lot of work to do that. I can train and send them also to the field to do more God's work. This is the Bible training classes that I had a few months ago. And the other thing is bicycles and Bible. Bicycle, you may wonder about bicycle. You may have a bicycle. I don't know how do you use bicycle, but our people in villages, the preachers use bicycle more than car because they don't have any transportation. But they have more than one congregation to reach. If one village they're worshiping and they have to go to another village, if they want to catch any bus or whatever it is, they are not able to reach in right time. So I would like to encourage them. So we used to give some bicycles so that after finishing this worship service, they will be able to go to another worship service in the next village. That is one of the help to encourage them to do more work. Bicycle is just, last year I gave 45 bicycles, and it is cost, one bicycle cost $80. These are the pictures that I gave bicycles. The other one is the children ministry. As I visit many places, when I visited Machilipatnam, the coastal area close to the sea, I was very impressed. I feel very sorry about the children living there and their condition. Anytime I go there, the children are very poor condition. So I have been thinking to do something for them, and I prepared details about them, and I sent it to Brother Davidson, and we got some help for them. Almost for 6 months, we got about $9,000 for helping these kids. So there are about 33 children. We started to feeding them. After 6 months, we don't have funds, but I don't want to stop that because they don't have food in their homes. They're very poor. They're very poor and also tribal people. This is the home. I don't think you believe or not how their condition. They don't even have a shelter. That is the building they're worshiping. That is the building they're worshiping. The church worshiping there. These kids also used to come and worship there. This is how they sit together. When Brother Davidson came to India, he also visited and encouraged them. And their congregation also, some of their congregation members sent some help to continue that work. But we still have need for that. At present, I feel very sorry that I am not able to continue that feeding program, children program. Just a simple, small amount do a lot of work or big work for them. I don't know how do you feel, but we feel the small amount come from India, it makes a big difference in our people. It works, it is very useful for big works. So these children are very needed. They're very poor. Whenever I go, I spend like anything. After meeting, I go and I sit with them. I spend time with them. I play with them. But I feel sorry that last month we have some collection from some congregations in our local area. Whenever we get some collection from some congregations, we used to give them, we call them and provide food. So I want to continue this children ministry, and these are the homes they are living. I think you never seen such a pictures, such a conditions. So these are the areas that they are living. And the other thing, students program we have under a children program. This is a school where poor people will be gathering, and we used to help some poor people to put in that school. When Brother Davidson and some congregation members also sent some help in the past year to adopt some children to study for their studies, just for paying bills to send them school. These are all children program. And I have, as I told you, disaster program. Disaster relief program is a program that is very, people came to know the love of Christ. We must have some kind of good influence on them to know Christ. As book of Acts chapter 2 says, 46 and 47 says, we need favor from the people. We have to have some influence on them through the love of Christ, through the good deeds. So these disaster works were very useful, and they were influenced to know the love of Christ through the works. So I have many works that I have done in the past years. One of the biggest thing, bore wells, water wells. We have many troubles to find good water there in India. Wherever you go, you don't find good water. But you find good water, but it is not good. So when these water wells were drilled, all village people will come there and they will see that. Who did this? The church people did. What is the need? They are Christians. Why they do? They have Christ love. They have God's love. Oh, like that. Okay, see. I will come once to see you. That is the result of the work. So that many people used to come. At least they want to see how they are worshiping. So through these good works, they are attracting towards gospel. Another relief work, when they have some other disaster, got some help to help them. And another work is widows ministry. There are many widows, they are poor people. They don't have anyone in their families. So we used to help them, at least small amount of money to buy their food. And these are our other congregations. This is our congregation. We don't have a building like this. You may see our church building picture also at the end. This is our home congregation. Brother Davidson was there at the time, and we distributed them some help. And the other thing is ladies ministry. We have 3 people working in ladies Bible classes, ladies meetings. And my wife usually speak in our Bible class along with 2 other sisters. And also my wife goes to speak in neighboring congregations, other congregations. They used to invite her, and she used to go and speak there, and she will come back in the evening and used to tell me, I copied your lesson. Okay, I granted, I gave permission. Next time you do the next time also. You copy my lesson and go and preach. And travels. Travel is as I told you, traveling in India is a very hard work. But without a travel, I can't do anything. So train is the most daily traveling vehicle for us. So it is a public transportation through bus or train. But for our long distance, we used to take train. I had to travel. If I want to go from my hometown to Hyderabad, I had to travel almost 11 hours in train. 11 hours in train. There are some places that I go there, I speak for 1 hour, but I travel for 10 hours. And I had to come back to go another place. In our local place, I used my car, and other places, some other places, I had to go by motorbike. Before year, by the time he comes there to Hyderabad, I have a motorbike wreck, some accident. I broke my hand and also leg. Such a traffic there. It's very terrific. It is very hard traveling. Even the weather condition is also not good. In North India, as I told you, we have a big problem with the caste system and also religion, Hindu religion. Caste system stops gospel not to reach upper caste people. I am from lower caste. God made me as a preacher to preach people and even to preach upper caste people. Through the TV, I got responses from upper caste people. One day, one man called me and told me, where are you living? At the time, I was in Hyderabad. I want to meet you, okay? As usually, I get many phone calls from people, those who are watching my TV show. I thought that, and again he called me. So, okay, I would like to meet you, right? He came, he told me address that is in my hometown only. So I feel very happy. So you are living in my hometown? Right, I will like to meet you. So then we both get together and meet. Finally I came to know he is from upper caste. I felt very happy. I got a chance to speak with him. I took him my home. Usually they don't come my home. Not my home. Any people, those who are lower caste, they don't come into their homes. If they want to talk, they just stand outside and call them. Hey, brother, come outside. Come outside. Sir, you please come inside. No, I won't come. You come outside. But we sit together. He ate. We prepared some food for him. We were enjoyed like anything. Then he becomes church member. He becomes church member. I am very happy about him. I went to their home and I talked with all their family members and they told me, we will come to church, but you need to build a new church building. Because our church building, you will see our church building, how is our church building? They are the top people, so upper caste people, they think they need good facilities. They think good facility. I know that their lifestyle will be like that. And he told, if you want to build a church building, I'm going to be a big donor for that. The church felt very happy. Then we started collecting some money because we have a big donor. So we bought a place for church building and we are trying and working on church building to build. Then we would like to move into that place. If it is God's will, we will have a building, a new building we would like to have. This is the place in North India. Through the disaster relief work, I am able to visit this place because I don't know anything there. But through the good work, I am able to reach there. I got some contacts. I started working there 2014, but I baptized one single man in this year. For 3 years, more than 3 years, I worked hard, going there and preaching. After more than 3 years, I was able to baptize just one man, one person, one preacher. I felt very happy because I'm able to at least to baptize one preacher there. The place itself called as God's land. God's land. They call the place itself God's land. Everywhere, wherever you go, there will be a temple. I should not hold my Bible in my hand. They will kill me. I should not talk about Jesus Christ outside. They won't let me to speak. When Brother Davidson came there, we was very careful. Even in staying in the hotel also, we was staying very careful. In some places in the hotel, we were not able to even talk, only we are doing some signs. We each talking. Just some sign language. Because the hotel where we are staying, we are not supposed to stay there, but we are staying there. That hotel belongs to Hindus, Hindu people. So they don't let us stay in their hotel. So we was very careful. And he preached there in some places. And this is another Bible class in Haryana. It is very close to Delhi. And this is Uttarakhand Bible class and preachers' workshops. And this is Mumbai. You might have heard about Mumbai. These are North India places, they speak Hindi. They speak Hindi. And the other thing, Dehradun, it is as I told you, after more than 3 years, I was able to baptize and start the first Church of Christ in Dehradun. In the state of North State, the upper part of the state, upper part of India, Himalaya mountains. You might have heard about the big mountains there in India. So it is the foothills of Himalaya mountains. In that total state, there is no Church of Christ. I was able to start with one soul. God gave me that opportunity to baptize, and this is the man that I baptized. I started the Church of Christ in Dehradun city, the capital city of that state. So you please pray for the work there. I hope that with that one person, there will be many people in the Lord's church there. This is the place we baptized. The water comes from the river. The river is holy river for them. If they see me baptizing in this water, they will kill both of us. Even we didn't tell the people, those who brought us there for the baptism, we just let them stand there outside and we walk around at least 2 miles. Because if they come to know that the purpose why we both came here, they will pass the message to other people and all people will come and even they will ready to kill. Don't tell them. Holy water, they worship this holy water. We use our washing our sins in this water through the baptism. See how God made his creation. He gave us opportunity to wash our sins through baptism, in the water. These are some other baptisms that we have done. I have given almost more than 200 baptisms from all our 22 teams that I have heard about baptized people in the last year. So apart from all these good works, for every good work there is a reward. Whatever we do, if it is a good work, God will reward. So God rewarding to do more work for me. And also we need as a favor, as we read in the book of Acts chapter 2, 46, 47 says, we need a favor from the people. We should have some influence on them. The government, the people recognized the good works I am doing, they awarded me. Even they awarded me in Delhi, the government in Delhi, they recognized me and they awarded me, and even our district, local government also, they recognized and they awarded me for the good works I am doing. It's a great thing. And this is the church building. As I told you, this is our church building, not all that building, only single small room. Inside, you'll get to see, this is the inside part of the building. No air condition, no pews, nothing is like this. That is our condition. That's what, as I told you, one of the person from the top caste, upper caste, he wished to have good facility, then only the all family members will be able to come. So this is our church building. Brother Davidson and Brother Miles Kotham was there when they were in India. We bought a place for the church, and we are working on, because we got a big donor there. So we are working on estimating and doing plan. We have planned it, and still I'm working on it to build a church building, because we have been there almost 17 years. 17 years. I baptized hundreds of people, but all of not staying there. They moved some other places. I started this with 3 people. It don't like anything. These are the works that I am doing at present. Those works that I have explained you and show you. So far, I am able to do all these works. I am so happy that I am able to share with you the happiness of the works that I am doing. I feel very happy to share with you. How do you feel? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for giving this opportunity for all of you, and thank for the preacher and elders for their kind invitation. I wish I could be here while Brother George will speaking. I wish that I would hear his wonderful message, but I missed it. Brother Hardman is taking care of us, and they have wonderful love towards us. I'm thankful to the elders and also preacher and also for all of you. And please pray for us, pray for our people, pray for our country, because there are many lost. Many people are lost. They need gospel. They need gospel. I'm ready to take gospel anywhere, whatever place it is in India. So please pray for my family, for my people, my preachers and team leaders, and all the people. And also, once again, I'm thankful to you for giving this opportunity and also for your support. And also thankful to Brother Davidson. Thank you for listening.
Let the church say amen. Don't you feel proud to be a part of such a great work? We are a part of that success. We may never get to go to India, but because we send funds over there, the work is getting done. Say over the other side of the world. And if you're visiting with us, we'd like to give you opportunity to become a member of that same church that Brother Kumar's talking about. This here, that same church of Christ is over there. And you come the same way. There's no different process. You come by hearing the word of God, hearing how Jesus died for our sins. Then you must believe it. Then you must repent, which is the turning away from a sinful life. Then you must confess Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior. And then as you saw so many pictures of being a baptism, then we will baptize you in this water right here. You don't have to worry about it. No one's going to shoot you. And then you will become a member of that same church that is being preached in India. It was the same church here. You can just see the beauty of the seed. You plant the same seed here in Austin, you plant the same seed in India, you come up with one product, the Church of Christ. God has smiled on me. If you want to respond, come down front. Set me free, and God has smiled on me, and He's been so good to me. We're singing, God has smiled on me, and He has set me free, and God has smiled on me, and He's been so good to me. It was amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. And I once was lost, but now I'm found, was blind, but now I see that my God has smiled on me, and He has set me free, and God has smiled on me, and He's been so good, and He's been so good, and He's been so good.